Hello Sumit, welcome back to my channel. Let's quickly make this trending dress in just 14 minutes. It is very easy to make. So to get started, I have 2 yards of this flower crepe fabric. It is very light, okay? You need a light fabric for this, okay? If you use any thick fabric, it's not going to drape, so you will not get the effect that you need. I'm going to fold the fabric in a bias form, so you just watch and see how I am folding it. So we're going to cut one part first, then before we can fold and get the other part. So don't forget, it is 2 yards of fabric I am using, so I'm just going to arrange it properly and hold it down so that it doesn't move, because the fabric is very light. So we're just going to be working with our shoulder measurement and the full length of the dress. That's all we need. Okay, then our half length. So now to get the shoulder measurement, I will divide my shoulder measurement by 2. Okay, so whatever I get is what we are going to mark at the edge of the fabric. So if I divide my shoulder by 2, it will give me 7.5. Okay, so it is the 7.5 I'm going to put on this part. So I'm going to look for the part where my tape can measure 7.5 from, but I'm going to add extra 1 inch to it, because you know we are going to be folding both sides down. So after I've gotten where 8.5 is, I went ahead to rule a straight line. So after rolling a straight line, you know, when you're cutting your circle like this, when you're cutting in bias like this, by the time you trace the straight line open, it is going to be curvy. So for it not to be too curvy, I came up by 1 inch and I reconnected it to the line. Okay, it's just to make sure that it is a little bit straighter, although it cannot be really straight, but that deep curve will not be there again. That's why I came up by 1 inch. So another thing we're going to do now, I'm going to mark 1.5 of an inch downwards, because we're going to fold the edge. Okay, we are going to fold the edge where we'll put the gathers, and our strap for the neckline will pass through. So I marked 1.5 of an inch downwards and I connected it. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do now is to measure the full length of the dress. So I marked 33 inches for the full length. Okay, so the 33 inches measurement is going to start from the 1.5 I came down with, because you know we'll be folding the 1.5 on the upper part away, so it starts from there. So after marking it from there, I took my tape upwards to get the measurements all through, so that I can get it accurately done. So please, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. There's no comment fashion on YouTube without you. If you're just seeing my channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment for more detailed video. And please don't skip any part of the video, so that you don't start asking me questions that I have answered in the video, because most of the questions I get, they have answers in the video. So you can see me here that I am still marking the full length of the gown. I'm going to shift it upwards so that you can see what I am doing, even though the chalk is not that visible. But I'm going to just connect all the lines that I've marked with my chalk, and I'll go ahead and cut. So after cutting, you can see me marking it, right? So after cutting, we are going to go ahead to fold the fabric again. Then we will use this one that we've cut now. I will just place it on the fabric to cut the second part of the dress. So here now I am still marking it. I am still marking the full length. So I will just go ahead and cut it out. You can see me cutting it here. So it's a very short dress, and like I said, I used 33 inches. If you want yours longer than my own, you can, 2 years will not be enough for you. Okay, so But if you want it very short like this one, 2 yards, you can use 2 yards. So now we've gotten one part of the dress, right? So we're going to, after spreading it open, this is what we have. That's the neckline area that my hand is. You can see the neckline that I'm holding. So I'm going to fold it back so that we can use it to cut the second part of the dress. But before then, we are going to get our half length, okay? So from the neckline, I'm going to mark 15 inches as the half length. If you check from the beginning of the video, you can see how low it was on my back side, okay? I came down by 15 inches. If you don't want yours that low and you have back folds like me that you are insecure about, you can come up maybe 13 or even 12, okay? But because of the style we are recreating, it is really low. That's why I went that low, so I use 15. If you want yours lower, you can do 17 or 16. That's just it. So it depends whether you want it lower or you want it higher. You can either add to it or you remove, okay? But what I use for the lower part of for the back part is 15 inches. You can see that I notched the 15 inches from the first part that we've cut. So now I am folding the fabric so we can cut the second part, and we're also going to go ahead and notch the 15 inches on the second part, because it is after cutting the second part I will determine on which of the two I'm using for the front and which one I am using for the back. Okay, so here now you can see that I have arranged it. You're just going to go ahead, and it's very easy. It's just to place it and cut. So if you're still watching at this point and you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut. Then we can now go ahead and do the main work of the dress. Okay, so after cutting this like this, now we have the front and back ready. So I'm just going to put one aside. Then for this one that we have, this side will serve as the back pattern. Okay, it will serve as the back pattern. So what am I going to do? I'm going to measure, from the front pattern we came down by 15 inches from the neckline. I'm going to measure that 15 inches here and I will notch it. But one thing you should know, that the 15 inches is going to come from the side to the center back. The center back is on fold. You can see me measuring 15 inches here. If you want it lower, go lower than 15. If you want it higher, you can do 13 or 14. Do you understand? In the 15 inches, this is the side that will join to the front, and I came up by 1 inch, which now makes it 14, right? The side I came up by 1 inch, but you see the center back is 15 inches because I don't want it equal. Do you get? It will just stand there. It has to fall at the center back. So I measured the exact 15 inches on the center back. Then on the side, I now marked 14. I came up by 1 inch, so that when I cut it, it will give me this curve. Then the center back will fall. By the time I draw the gathers, you saw it on my body from the beginning that it wasn't just straight on my back. No, that's because I came down by 1 inch, and by the time I spread it, you can see it that is very curvy on that part. So that's what I did on that part. So now I went ahead to cut a long strap about 1.5 inch wide. So I'm just going to use it to sew around it. Then I will also use it to turn it over, because that part elastic is going to pass through it. So here now I have gone ahead to sew. I've gone ahead to turn with the strap. This is what we have. Can you see that I've sewn it? I've sewn it all through. So now we're going to pass elastic through it, because it is the elastic that will give us the effect we want on the waistline. So I'm measuring 12 inches of elastic. If I want to use half of my waist measurement, it is going to be more than 15, but I use 12 because I know 12 is stretchy enough to go without inconveniencing me. So you can just try it on your body to know how many inches will work for you. So I'm going to pass it through the channel we've created with the bias with my safety pin. Okay, so I'm just going to pass it through the channel like so. It is very easy to do. I'm just passing the elastic through it. So I'll just push it all through until it goes to the other side. But one thing you have to take note of is that when you are passing the elastic, you make sure that you don't pass it all out, because if you pull it inside, it means you're starting again. So as you're doing it, you're washing it so that you can pin the edge where you started passing the elastic from. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just pushing it inside so that I can pin it, hold it down for me to continue passing the elastic to the other end of the channel. Okay, so it's very simple. So like this now, we are almost done with the back. We've created our channel for the elastic, and now we are passing the elastic. So I'm just going to quickly push the elastic through to the other side, and I'll also pin it down at this other edge, because you need to hold both edges down so that it doesn't go inside. So I'm going to pin this edge down also. So after that, we are going to go to the front pattern. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep this one aside so we can work on the front pattern. So this is what we have. You can see that it has really come together very well, so I'll keep it aside. And for the front pattern, we are going to go ahead and hold the sides. I notched where the we will join the back pattern to it, so I went ahead to already fold it in. The folding should be on the wrong part. So now we are going to fold the neckline of the back pattern. Okay, we'll fold the neckline. Don't forget the sides. I folded the sides through to the 15 inches half length that we marked. That's where the folding ended. Okay, so now we're gonna head to fold the neckline. This is what we have. We are also going to be passing a rope through that place to attach it to our neckline. So now we are going to place the back pattern and the front pattern together. You can see the notch I created. You place it right side facing right side. On the notch area, you bring the back pattern on that part, you pin it down. So when you pin it down, you're just going to go to the sewing machine and sew it all the way down. It's very, very easy. Very, very easy to do and understand. So the same thing I did on this side, I will go ahead and do it for the other side. So by the time we join both sides of the dress now, the next thing is to do is to pass the loop through the neckline like a rope. I just sewed the fabric together to create a rope. So here is the rope. I'm just going to pass it through the neckline with my safety pin also. And after passing it through the neckline, the dress is done. You can see how easy and how simple it is. I'm going to show us the outcome on my body in the last part of the video again, so that you will see, in case you've forgotten what you saw at the beginning. So after passing the looping rope, the dress is done. So what you will have to do is just to draw the gathers together, or arrange the gathers the way you want it, and the dress is ready. So if you're still watching to this point, I want to say thank you very much for engaging with my video. I really do not take it for granted. Thank you very much. So this is the dress. It is ready. I will just go ahead to weave the lower part. I'm not folding it, okay? And this is it on my body. Hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.